wheels turn. So I'm going to let go.
Look at that.
Now look at this though. You can help. The rubber band isn't unwinding anymore, and the wheels are still spinning. What caused them to stop? They didn't stop as soon as the rubber band was finished. So what caused them to stop, Matthew? Friction. Now it's not running on the floor, so what friction could be happening maybe if you look at this vehicle? What kind of friction? Where is that friction occurring here? Says what effect does the number of winds have on the distance the vehicle will travel? That's my focus question. I want you to think about that for a minute. When you look at this focus question, what is our variable? What's the thing that we're going to be changing? Brian. The number of lines. Now we use underline, that's what we're going to be changing. That's our variable. Who can think of some qualitative words to describe the number of lines in the rubber band? What are some qualitative words that we can use? Chloe.
More or less.
We can wind it more times, or we can wind it less. Jesse. Farther or closer?
Now I did hear Jessie say a word and correct herself, but she said farther and slower. Would that word slower have anything to do with distance?
I'd like someone to tell me what they think. I think because. And remember that a good prediction includes some qualitative words and definitely those variable words and measurement words in their prediction. Okay? Turn and tell your shoulder partner what your prediction is using I think.
I predict.
We use the red dots for 2 winds. So when your vehicle stops, you're going to be putting one of these dots. Where do you want to put it? Do you want to put it at the front wheel? Do you want to put it at the back wheel? What do you think? Dylan? The front wheel? Okay. Does everyone agree? We'll do one of these two. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put that here. That's the distance that our vehicle travels. Also in your bucket, some measuring tape. How do you suppose we're going to measure the distance? Green dots represent 4 lines. The blue dots represent 8 lines.
Red, 2. You mean the dots?
Not even close. 300.
I would like you to come to me with your data, and I'm going to ask you to write the median for your 2 wines and the median to your 8 wines on some dots that I'm going to give you so that we can take some class data.
Right here, boys and girls, these are the red dots. This is kind of a clump of green dots. And then I've got this kind of long, stretched out part that has the blue dots. So let me think back to my focus question here. What effect does the number of winds have on the distance the vehicle will travel? Who can use some qualitative words to tell me what they observed in this investigation? Does the number of winds affect the distance? Look at those clumps of red, the clumps of green, and the clumps of blue. What effect does the number of winds have on distance? What do you think? Don't give me any numbers right now. I want some qualitative words. Anna. Anna, if you could not hear what Anna said, she said looking at at those dots over there, the more winds of the rubber bands they did, the further the vehicle went. Give me a me too if your group noticed that. Okay? So that's the qualitative data that you collected. You can see that the vehicle went further when you did more winds. And a lot of you talked about there was more force. Okay? Now let's look over here at this graph. And first of all, tell me what's wrong with the graph. Austin, what's wrong with my graph?
That is that big enough for all of them?
It's not, I didn't go far enough. So right now, is this an accurate look at our graph here? An accurate look at our data? No, because Mrs. Young's graph stopped at 320 centimeters. And I'm looking over here and I'm seeing a dot that says 603 centimeters. But let's look at what we can see. What are you noticing? 2 lines with red dots, 8 lines with the blue dots. Based on this line plot that we have here, what do you see? What do you see? Tia?
The red dots are from 31.
And we're seeing that most of the blue dots are what, Jaden? How would I go about finding the median? What would I need to do, Zachary? What is the median? Median. What does the word median mean? So it's the middle number. Okay? So if I were going to figure this out on my graph, I would have to cross out the high and the low until I got to that middle number, which is approximately 99 centimeters. The same thing until I found that middle number, which if I'm looking is probably about 377 centimeters. Okay? So I have these words over here. If I told you the median was 99 centimeters for 2 lines, and the median for 8 lines was 377 centimeters, what can you tell me about the number of lines and distance? What can you tell me about that? Noelle, what can you tell me? When we use 2 lines of the rubber band, our class data shows that it only went 99 centimeters. But when we did 8 lines of the rubber band, our class data shows it went 377 centimeters. What do you think Mrs. Ornburn's doing with those 2 numbers right now? 377 and 99. What is she doing to those 2 numbers right now? Simon? Subtracting them, and what's that going to tell us? What's it going to tell us, Simon? So, who can give me a statement about using the data, answering these questions, and using this data only, but, and in fact?
With 2 lines, the car only traveled 99 centimeters, but with 8 lines, the car traveled 377 centimeters. In fact, the car with 8 lines traveled 278 centimeters more than the car with 2 lines. Therefore, I think that the more lines, the further it will go.
Excellent job. Describe that feeling, that stored energy, and what happens when that vehicle released. And I apologize that we didn't really get a chance to talk too much about that today, but we'll spend a lot of time talking about that tomorrow, and then we're going to do some data analysis writing, and we'll be able to share them. Are there any questions about what we'll be talking about tomorrow?